10-year-old girl woke up to find out she was pregnant. After a series of tests, the doctor gave them the bad news. It turns out that the girl has an intestinal obstruction. If surgery is not performed immediately, the girl's life could be in danger. The couple froze on the spot when they heard the news. The nurse immediately took the bottle, ready to administer the medicine and operate on the girl. The nurse also told them the tube would be inserted into the girl's nasal cavity later. The procedure would be very painful. The couple needed to work together to help control the baby. The couple did as they were told. However, what they didn't expect was the process was so painful for their daughter. It was heartbreaking for them to watch. The long day was finally over. Their daughter's operation was completed successfully, but then came the bad news. During the operation, the doctors discovered the reason for the girl's intestinal obstruction because she had severe bowel movement abnormalities. In other words, the girl's intestines had lost the ability to digest food, so all the food she ate every day was blocked inside. After hearing this, the anxious parents, they tried to find a doctor's solution, but unfortunately, the current medical technology cannot cure this condition for the time being. For now, the only way to keep her alive, the only way to stay alive is through the intestinal tube. The news came as a bolt from the blue. The couple were devastated. It was the equivalent of announcing their daughter's death. They were overwhelmed. The whole family lost their sense of life. There was no longer a smile on anyone's face, and the girl saw her family eating a normal breakfast. But she had to drink plain water, and she had to carry all kinds of measuring devices on her back. The pain of having her tubes removed. Despite what the doctor said, this treatment is not the most effective. My mother didn't want to give up any hope, so she called all the children's hospitals, looking for a way to help her daughter. But months went by. None of the calls were returned. The mother was devastated. She slowly gave up hope. She tried to pray to God every day. Meanwhile, father began to sell his factory in order to save his daughter's life. But as time went on, all the pressure was on the couple. They couldn't breathe. They argued several times about their daughter. Just when the mother was about to give up, the eldest daughter's words woke her up.
The daughter asked her mother if her sister was dying. This comment was like a wake-up call. The mother woke up straight away. She realized that instead of waiting at home, she should take her daughter to seek medical help. So the next day, the mother took her daughter with her on a 3.5-hour flight to this hospital in Boston. But things didn't go so smoothly. The mother was told that if she wanted to be treated by this leading doctor, would need to make an appointment in advance, and that appointments were now only available for 9 months. She was devastated by the news. Desperate, she had to plead with the nurses for help and told them about her daughter's condition. The nurses were sympathetic, but they couldn't change the rules. The last hope was gone. The mother could only take her daughter home in despair. But just as they were about to return, the mother suddenly received a phone call from a stranger. The caller claimed to be a nurse from the hospital. She asked the mother to take her daughter to the hospital tomorrow. The mother was so excited. The next day, the mother and daughter arrived at the hospital. They met with the best pediatrician. After a series of tests, the doctor finally realized how serious the girl's condition was.